Good day, selamat datang and welcome to Virtual Colloquium by Institute of Teacher Education International Languages Campus, IPG KBA, with the theme Humanizing Teaching and Learning, the Dynamics of Language Education in the Waves of Global Change. I, Selvanayagi Shanmugam, your moderator for today. I'm a lecturer with IPG KBA and will be hosting this interesting session today. Welcome, selamat datang to the 5th session of our virtual colloquium. And I hope you will stay tuned till the end of the session because today we have a very special speaker all the way from Korea. Before we get to know her, let me lay out a few housekeeping matters. First, which is very, very important, please register yourself in the link provided above. We will be sending your e-certificates based on the email address you provide us. Please ensure that you key in your correct email address because we do have problem in sending the e-certificates to you. Second, we would love to hear from you during today's presentation. If you have any questions for our speakers, please feel free to send it through the chat box. The speaker will be answering questions at the end of the session. If we don't answer your questions during today's webinar, we will be sure to follow up afterwards. And last, we'd like to encourage you to share today's webinar with your social networks. Now, let me introduce our speaker for today. She is Ms. Soohyun Jeong, who is a graduate from the Soohyun Women's University and Graduate School of Education. Her area of study was computer studies, majoring in informatic education. At the moment, she is attached to Ichan Girls High School. She is teaching, but not a language, but she is teaching programming language there. She deals with AI, big data, and Metaverse. She will be sharing with us on online education in Korea. With this, let me welcome Ms. Soohyun. Hi, Ms. Soohyun. Happy Chuseok.
Oh, hi. Hello. Thank you. Yeah, happy
Today
Chuseok.
today is actually a Thanksgiving Day in Korea. Okay,
Yeah.
so with this, Ms. Soohyun, let me
Yes.
give you the virtual stage. It's all yours now.
Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Silva. Oh, yes. As she said, this is a big holiday in Korea, but I feel honored I can speak in KOMAD. Okay. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I am Soohyun Jeong from Korea. I feel honored, of course. And telling the truth, I had no idea it is such a big deal. Now I feel more nervous than I expected. As you can see, she said, I am a Korean. I am a Korean, so my English can be broken. Please understand it and show me generous understanding, please. Okay. Can you show my okay, thank you very much. Okay, my theme is online education in Korea. I'm working in Incheon High School, Incheon Girls High School. So first of all, I want to introduce myself first. Can you see this photo? One of my students drew me. Does it look like me myself? When I saw this picture, I thought, wow, is this magician? I think my students saw me like a magician. Anyway, I'm a Soohyun Jeong, as you know. I'm a teacher in high school. My major is computer science, and I have a master's degree of education of computer science. Now I'm teaching programming in English, and I'm interested in AI, big data, and Metaverse. Now I'm attending the grad school of Korean National University for AI education. Okay, let's start my presentation. My theme is online education in Korea. I want to talk about the present and the future of online education. Before COVID, We did not concern about online education. We had online class system already, but it used seldomly. It's EVS Online Class, it called. 위드랑 means digital textbook, and e-학습터 means cyber learning system in Korea. But in 2020, when the COVID breakout in Korea, schools are shut down. We did not know about the effect of COVID. After then, we prepare for online education. First, we take a class to take teachers how to teach online. And the Office of Education supported fund for buying tools for online education like webcam, microphone, tablet, and so on. Now, distance learning became stable. Now I sure that every teacher can give a lesson online, and teachers' ICT abilities grown up. I want to show a video which is I gave a class to teachers with, I think it was June. So I talk about EVS online class like this. So it is via web, like this webinar, because the COVID COVID-19, we need to show that we cannot meet each other, so we need to throw our class via web. This is one of my video, how to use Zoom to teachers. Uh, after because for this effort, I think is we have this stage stabilized. Where's my stabilized distance learning? So from September, we prepare for the future. Uh, there are several types of online class, so I want to talk about online class. Can you see this table? One of the online class is real-time interactive class. It means like a Zoom, well, a video conference platform able real-time discussion and exchange of feedback between teachers and students. We throw our class in real time, so we can use Zoom, Google Meet, EVS Online Class. Next one is 1A classes. It is two different type. One of us is content-oriented classes and task-oriented class. Content-oriented class is we make our own video or activity type plus activity time. So we uploaded our video or lecture or activity to our students. And task-oriented class is teacher assigned task for self-directed learning and monitor students' progress based on achievement standards for each subject. Which one is better? What do you think about what type is better to students or teacher? I think it is case by case. Real-time online class have an effect on some subjects, like very theoretically. Other subjects are better via on a class. It also different which grade we had. Nowadays, I think in middle school take real-time online class mainly. In high school, take one-way online class mainly. In my case, I use both of them. There are many online class systems like Zoom, Google Meet, and Google Classroom, and Teams. But in Korea, we have our own system for online class. It is EVS Online Class and Cyber Learning System. I want to show this one. Yeah, EVS is one of public broadcast system about education. They make EVS online system, so they make online class like Zoom and Google Meet. So it is Korean oriented. So and cyber learning system is related to Ministry of Education. So we want to create public things to our students. So in this time, I want to show you the EVS Online Class. This is the not main page. I already signed it. So yeah, this is main page maybe. Yeah, this is the main page of EVS Online Class, because when when we have distance learning, we have to do not to do this like capture or uh, like say some bad things to in public like this. We always saw this picture if before we enter the EVS Online Class. So when we enter the class like this, we can we can see my class in the school. It goes Incheon High School, and this is my name in Korea. I want to show like this. Okay, this is actually fake, because we in Incheon Girls High School we use Google Classroom. So EVS Online Class for in Incheon Girls High School is fake for teaching teaching to teachers how to use EVS Online Class. We use online class like this. We created online class immediately like this. We use this some kind of real-time interactive system like Zoom or Google Meet, and we can throw a class via EVS Online Class. It is a little bit it takes some time because I use YouTube. Anyway, we have several problems with this, but nowadays they use a lot, and especially I think uh, in middle school or many high school use EVS Online Class, of also use cyber learning system, of course, but I don't know about this because usually cyber learning system used in elementary school or middle school. So I just know about the EVS Online Class, so I show them. And I want to show how I learn online class in real. As I said, in my school, okay, first, I'm sorry. In my school, we use Google Classroom. So I want to show my classes, even though it is in Korean. So I will introduce what it said. Okay, it's great. Okay, let's take a little bit time. Okay, I need to give a lesson, I open the Google Classroom like this. So when this is one of my class in programming language, so each class have a own Google Classroom. So like this, when I need to meet my students, I click this link, and via Google Meet, I can real time class like this. And I give some homework via Google Classroom also, and they can know their grade from the class like this. It is one of my homework to my students, and uh, they submit the homework like this. It is Python programming, so I think did they well? I don't know. It's a little bit embarrassing. Yeah, they're not bad. So I teach this thing. Oh, she made a mistake. Okay, anyway, this is my real online class in real. So okay, now we realize it can be alternative of class. So I want to introduce new era of distance learning. This is a map of Incheon area. There are many islands in Incheon, and some of them is isolated. The gap between regions in education is chronic problem for Incheon. In this year, I have an opportunity to participate in GT area project. So I want to introduce the project. There is G area. It is island region in Incheon, like 옹진군, 강화군. And T area is in mainland. It's school research school, reading school means who can throw who can what how can I say this? Who can take a class in camp to G area students. T area school hold educational camp, and G area students take place the camp. Usually it break up in vacation, but in 2021, because of COVID-19, the camp will be held online. This is this is Ganghwa area, and this is, as I know, is Ongjin area. So in my school is about here, and before COVID, they came into our school, and we held a camp. But nowadays, we throw the class online because of the COVID. Like this, it is some kind of Zoom meeting like this, and okay, my school is one of T area schools, so I teach about AI to G area students, and I will start from the late of September. I will give 10 times of lesson to students via real-time online class system like Zoom or Google Meet. It's not conclusion. I didn't make my decisions because I have time or 2 weeks later. Anyway, I hope I can helpful for them, and I heard that it is good for island students from Ireland. The final content I want to talk is future education. Because of COVID, the unexpected future comes earlier than we thought. I think COVID gave us a new paradigm of education. In the future, I expect these things. First, software and AI education. In Korea, the education ministry support to teachers to take grad school for AI education, and I'm attending it. I think it is good opportunity for the next step. And my major is computer science, of course, and I interested in AI already, but not for education. Anyway, I just want to know algorithm, but it is based on education. It's a little bit different than I expected, but it is kind of interesting, I think. So, and then new paradigm of education is also the credit system in high school. It means students will choose their own class which they want to take, like university students. I think it is new evolution of Korean education system because it means students will choose their own class which one they want to take. And because of this, I think online class will survive. Why? Students can choose various classes, but one school cannot afford to support their choice. When it happens, students can take a class online. In my class, we give a class to students with other schools. It called 꿈드레, means Dream Cooperated Group. And the last one is, I think, school in Metaverse. So, this is about the credit system in high school. Is if the main point is student oriented. Student oriented. We respect students and education and innovative and happiness. We hope it. Uh, I want to talk about metaverse. Metaverse means beyond universe. It means like cyberspaces. It is from Wikipedia. I will read it. The concept of a future interactive interaction of the internet made of persistent shared 3D virtual spaces linked into perceived virtual universe. Oh, it is hard. What is this? It's kind of seems is a kind of game program is like with 3D. Why I have a focus on metaverse? Because metaverse is gave a new paradigm on online class. I think. Do you know what is chronic problem of online class, online system, online education? Is it is the online class is rigid and boring. There's no interesting. Many students think like this. So we, as a teacher, we have a offer to effort to give them some little funny or have something game like or with Zoom, but they always feel like, wow, it is boring. Why I should do this? Oh, as students, even as I told you, I'm attending grad school, and it is because of COVID. I have to take a class online. When I took a class online, I feel the same. I felt the same way. Wow, it is hard. It's harder than I attend the class actually. So I think plus fun is main idea with metaverse in education. Um, Metaverse system is look like a game, so I expect the students can have fun than traditional online system. So my next dream or goal to do is the new school, build a school in metaverse system. To take a class, have a fun, and gathering in with their characters. I hope that is come true. Now we face to new era of education. Uh, Actually, in Korea, we had some obstacle to stabilize online class. Can you guess which is the hardest obstacle to overcome? It was the fear. All of us, all of the teacher, students, parents had a fear. Even I used to ICT things because I'm majoring in computer science. I used to do with computer things, but I felt worried about like online system can be run. We can do that. Our catchphrase was "We did great, we do great, we will do great." But I don't have any confidence. Also, my coworkers too. The elder teachers worried their ICT ability, and younger teachers worried about the students. Of course, with parents and students also. But the one step, the one step to obstacle the fear, I think we made it. The catchphrase comes true. I want to say out loud this line: "You did great, you do great, and you will do great." I think my present is now it is, and thank you for your listening. And I hope there are any question to me, and I want to answer it.
Miss Soohyun. There is a lot of sharing you did with us, and we were looking at things in a different dimension. Okay, there is one very interesting question we have from K Valentine. She's asking us that were the students given any digital technical support in doing this online learning?
Oh,
So
it's great.
before,
Oh, it's great. Good question. I oh I had that contents in my present. I think I skipped. Okay, I'll yeah, they had their support from Ministry of Education and the Office of Education also. We support their cost of data, like from mobile and home network Wi-Fi like that, and also we lent a tablet PC or notebooks, a laptop, I think is right. Yeah, we support them, and also when they feel hard to attend the class, we uh, we call them to school and learn how and teach them how to attend and take a digital ability with computer and taking a class.
okay.
Yeah,
So you did have some kind of technical support for the students, all
yeah,
right?
of course,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, and I have a question, a personal question here. It is just wondering, you did have a face-to-face session where you invited all the students to come in your GT
GT area,
classes,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
GT area. But then again, you moved on to have a face-to-face after that. So in both these programs, you did online and also you did face-to-face. Were there any differences, or which is actually better? No, because you went through it. So what do you feel about it?
uh uh for GT project, I think face to face. I always as how can I what is this? I always said to my colleagues that I need to face class because I have some practice learning because I will talk about with my students about AI, but online, it is hard to do make some practice things with my students. I don't know they have any obstacle or they have any trouble with their practice. So I consist. I want to my take on my throw my class with face to face, but because of the COVID and the circumstances getting harder and harder. Nowadays, we caught the COVID 2,000 per people per a day. So it is hard to assist. Uh, oh, I need to face class. So I will give my class online. I think I prefer to face. Yeah. Because nowadays all of my students in my high school attend the face-to-face class. I feel better. I feel better, and when I take a class, when I give a class online, I can help them. Like, why this program go wrong? They when they ask, but in online, I can help them. But in face to face, I can help them and directly. So I think I prefer to face. But
Okay,
online class is also efficient.
yeah. Okay, face to face is actually very efficient, but online classes, I feel personally, I feel it brings us together. All of
Yeah,
us
of
feel
course.
nearer.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right.
There's another question from Maylin Tabloon. She's asking, is there any free public Wi-Fi in Korea? where every student
Oh.
can make use of it for their studies?
Uh, okay. We have public Wi-Fi in school. We have that system, but in case of home, I think they all have their private Wi-Fi. Yeah, but we support Wi-Fi cost for them if they have some trouble with cost.
Oh, okay. That
Yeah,
that is good. So the school supports, or is it the government which supports the to
government
pay for the
support.
government
Government
supports?
support. Yeah,
Okay, that is good.
a school cannot support anything because public school don't have money enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. There's another question from Wing Pion. You have quite a number of questions for yourself. Okay. What is a common problem you encounter in an online class? Norman.
Ah, it was great. Oh, it's great questions. Common problem, yeah. The first students, they lack of their concentrate concentration.
Oh,
So when even I talk a lot about the subject theme, they when they came to the school face to face, they erase all about them. Oh, I told it. I said when I said I told it last online class, and they said what? So the I think the main problem with online class is concentration of students. Before that, now we stabilized our online class. That's why I talk about the concentration of students. Before that, before stabilizing online class, we felt the digital things like for the teachers, for the students, for the parents, they have no experience about online class. So I encountered a lot like how can we take a class online. So yeah, that's the mainly I encountered. I
yes.
think.
Okay. So trying to teach them on how to
Yeah,
have online classes. Okay. There's
yeah.
another question from Dr.
Also parents always worried about it. It is okay to take a class online. They always asked me so, but you know what? We know that it can be not efficient, but we have an idea. It's not right. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that
anyway,
there's another question. I think
yeah.
it's also regarding this how to actually make your students on the camera and participate. Like what you said, when they come
Ah,
back to school, they don't know what we have said. And most of the children in our local context, in Malaysian context, they don't
yeah.
on their camera. So how do we do it?
How can I encourage to turn on their camera and participate during the online class? Of course, of course, yeah. Uh, there is the killing line to them. I said it. If you don't turn on the camera, I will I will check your absence.
Oh, okay. That is
Then they
interesting.
makes them turn on their own camera well. It's
Oh,
the killing line. I will check the absence.
oh.
You are absent. You're not here.
Yeah, that
I
is
use
something
that,
we can
yeah,
do.
line. Yeah.
All right. And
But
there's one question from Dr. Bay. Okay. We have a mutual friend here, Dr. Bay. She's asking, what activities are you developing using Metaverse currently and now?
ah I gave a lesson to the newbie teacher with metaverse system like Gather Town. I use it was small meeting like some group meeting. So we talk with our subject about the subject, how to teach and how to teach the like programming language or physical computing. So I I had that experience with Metaverse system.
Okay. So there are some kind of activities. I think most probably uh, we will kind of work with you, or Dr. Bay may work with you to know how to go about this metaverse soon.
Yeah.
She'll get in touch with you soon. Okay, there's another question. How do you help students who feel demotivated during online classes to get back on track? How can we help them?
Oh, okay. Mm, I think I gave some task to do uh, related to the class I took online. I gave the line. Uh, it means when I gave a class online, and I after that I gave them some homework to have to submit, and it's this also related to some credit. So that's why, yeah, I think they, because of it's in high school, and they very feel how can I say this, keen, acute, rigid to,
Rigid.
yeah, rigid to the credit. So they, when I talk with about it is related to credit, they do more have their motive to do something like homework or my class.
Okay. So like now in Korea, they have started to have face-to-face classes.
Yeah, we in high school where we start to face, and in middle school they two or third students face to face.
Okay. All right. Uh, okay. In that case, looks like it is up to the teachers on how they can make the class interesting. Okay, like what you have shared with us, we can use whatever applications we have, the tools which we have, okay, and the online activities we have. Okay, like now you are creating the metaverse versa,
Yeah,
maybe we can use those kind of activities to humanize the learning, the students, to ensure that they are uh, focused on what we are doing in the class. Okay, at least when they come back face to face, they know what we have done with them. They don't
yeah,
give us a blank stare end of the day. All right.
yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
Yes. Okay. Okay. I think with that, we will have come to a conclusion of our webinar. And I would like to thank you, Shuyen, for joining us and making this an interesting session. And thank you to all those who attended the session. Hope you have got some insights on what is happening. All right, and we hope you have learned and enjoyed this presentation. Okay, I would like to thank the Educational Technology Division (MOE) for the platform, our studio director Encik Sharul Azhar Ali, our producer Dr. Suras Kanagasabai, and IPG-KBA's very own technical team, Encik Muhammad Fitri Aziz bin Muhammad Alias, and all our lovely repertoires. Okay, so with this, do join our next webinar series on 23rd September, that is coming Thursday at 11 a.m. Okay, Malaysian time. Till then, we will meet again. Goodbye from Malaysia. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Stay home. Bye.